When you think of movies to watch during the Halloween season, what do you think of? Scary movies, right? Or at least Halloween themed. Nightmare Before Christmas, Friday the 13th, Spider-Man 3 was pretty scary. Or simply Halloween. All these movies and more are pretty good to watch during the Halloween season. But none capture the essence of Halloween quite as well as Monster House. Might just be because I'm biased and I grew up watching this movie as a kid, but I believe this is the greatest Halloween movie of all time. And I will die on this hill before anyone can change my mind. From the music to the story to the overall ambiance of the film, it never fails to bring me back to the feeling of being a kid during the Halloween season. Not to mention how scary the movie is despite being a kid's film. The moment the movie starts, the tone is set by the score. The piano, chimes, and woodwinds provide a sense of quiet, eerie enchantment. And when the suspense comes, you know it's there with the huge... so good. It's very reminiscent of the music you'd hear in Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street. It really nails that eerie nature that Halloween can bring. Monster House's story is incredible. Not just the story itself, but also the way it's put together. It's cohesive, and it keeps the viewer engaged all the way through. For those of you who haven't watched, in one sentence, the movie is about 3 teens who discover that their neighbor's house is actually a living, breathing, scary monster.
Don't look back! I look back!
Hence the name Monster House. This story was written by Dan Harmon and Rob Schrab, who are both very talented writers with a great many titles under their belts. The characters are all introduced and set up naturally. Every story beat is paced out very well and hits perfectly. It's funny, it's terrifying, it's riveting, but it's also sad.
Goodbye.
Mr. Nevercracker's story is one of grief and learning to let go of a loved one that's passed on. And the twist that he's putting up this front of a grouchy old man that steals people's toys just to protect people from his house works so well. There's so much attention to detail that it gives the story this sense of fantastical immersion. It pulls the viewer in, even though the entire movie takes place on a single block. Either way, the story is entertaining and contains all the elements of Halloween. There's a few things that all combine to form this movie's brilliant ambiance. Number one is the characters. There's DJ, Chowder, and Jenny, and they have so many hilarious moments of just them being kids. There's the crappy babysitter and her boyfriend. There's the grouchy old man, Mr. Nevercracker. There's the small town cops that are goofy. And then there's the really cool guy who's not actually that cool. There's so many really funny moments in this movie that make me laugh like crazy and that I quote to my siblings, like the arcade scene, or just the cops being goofy, or DJ and Chowder interacting with each other. If we went through all of them, you'd basically be watching the whole movie. Also, look at this cast. Kevin James, Nick Cannon, John Heater, and Steve Buscemi, and a whole bunch of other ones. It's nuts how many like of these huge names are in here. Next is the setting, which is perfect for a Halloween feel. In the suburbs of a small town with kids getting ready for a Halloween weekend, crisp leaves on the ground, quiet streets, an ominous house. And then there's the horror. And even though this movie was made for kids back in 2006, I still get freaked out as an adult. For me, there's these 3 specific scenes. The first one is when Nevercracker dies and his lifeless body is just laying atop DJ as he's trying to get free. Just look. Sheesh, it just gets me every time. And then right after that is the nightmare scene where DJ goes to sleep and the shadow of the house creeps into his room in a hellish red light and then strangles him. And then there's this other scene where they find an actual dead body preserved in cement in a basement. It's terrifying. And if that doesn't scare you, the animation certainly will, because it sucks. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not great, but in all honesty, I think it gives the movie a special eerie kind of charm. It's like a cross between stop motion and CG, but you can't really tell like where the line is drawn. So it's really just creepy looking, aka Uncanny Valley. There's plenty of great movies out there to watch during the Halloween season, but this movie in particular gives me the best Halloween vibes. It's earned its place in my holy trinity of Halloween movies that I watch every year during the season. Feel free to comment your favorite Halloween movies down below. As for me, I will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And remember, stay off my lawn.